You could walk down a straight line without worrying about anything. But you take that exact straight line and put it 20 stories high. You know I'm going with it.
Yep.
And you remove the balconies. You're going to be so concerned about the idea of falling that it will make you fall.
Yep.
And that's where the superpower is, in removing the fear.
That's a beautiful thing to say.
This is shawty, think she got some superpowers, yeah. This is shawty, think she got some superpowers, yeah. This is shawty, think she got some superpowers, yeah. Bad bitches to the left, pretty women to the right. I don't really think it's right for me for you to know. Shawty wanna pop some champagne bottles on it, yeah. Why is touching her back empty on the parking lot? She wanna have some fun, go and party. She wanna get some ink and have my names tatted on body. I just tell her just party. If she get it hot in the yacht and not the money. Flashing lights on the bitches on the dance floor. Flashing lights to the bitches dropping low. We just getting drunk on the yacht and some more. One bad bitch, yeah, she all in control. This is shawty, this she got some superpowers, yeah. This is shawty, this she got some superpowers, yeah. This is shawty, this she got some superpowers, yeah. Bad bitches to the left, pretty women to the right. Bad bitches to the left, pretty women to the right. I don't really think it's right for me for you to know. Flashing lights to the bitches on the dance floor. Flashing lights to the bitches dropping low. Flashing, they got flashing. They just on the y'all with fashion. This is shawty, then she got some superpowers, yeah. This is shawty, then she got some superpowers, yeah. This is shawty, then she got some superpowers, yeah.
Oh yeah, we finna get into this. We finna get into this right now. What is up, you two? It's your boy Binary back at you with another live video. Hey. All right, so I got some audio. What up, Hummer Girl? What up? Oh, snap. Not Pastor Quan. Oh, snap. What up, Hummer Girl? What up, CJ? What up, Pastor Quan? Look, this is watch hours. Replay value is going to be on 10. So the reason why I decided to do this right now is because there's a lot of activity going on at Photons. And so when Photon covers Umar Johnson sector material, people tend to, hold on, StreamYard's trying to tell me something. This tab is using extra resources to improve your performance. Damn all that. Come on, StreamYard, leave me alone now. So in order to get through with what I want to get through, you know, it's always strategic to go live when the traffic is somewhere else. This way you won't be as interrupted and distracted from the chat. Y'all know whenever, even in the beef sector, whenever I have like important announcements to make, I'll do it when a heavy hitter is live, when Pizza's live, when, you know, Lemon's live, when Ness is live, Bree is live. Y'all know how I do that because I'm telling you, replay value is just as important as regular eyeballs. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to play this internal affairs interview with Kip uninterrupted so that the entire sector can make up their own minds about whose name is dropped, when names were dropped, where information came from, because this This interview covers a lot and it answers a lot of questions, because as I was listening to this interview, I was sitting back thinking about Drama's interview. Drama's interview could have been very similar to this one. So after all is said and done, we will do our commentary, right? We'll do our commentary and I will talk about and maybe possibly even go back to certain spots in the audio. So, I got the files, Hummer girl. I got the files. We finna listen to Internal Affairs interview with Kip. So let me go ahead and do what I typically do when I'm in my thug life mode. Put me up there. Yes, that's me right there. All right, this is Thug Life. You know what I mean? Whenever people see this, they get turned off and typically won't click into the live stream. Yes, that's how petty my blockers is. All right, so once I hit play, I'm not going to hit pause until it's done. This interview is about 47 minutes long, give or take a couple of seconds. So, it is what it is. Y'all can't say that I don't bring you the real content. All right, let me go ahead and jump into this shit. Y'all ready? All right, okay, it's on 0. Okay, here it goes. It's nice and shared. All right, y'all. Here is the Internal Affair interview with Kip.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you loud and clear.
Okay. Do you have a few minutes to talk with me?
I do, ma'am. I made sure I was expecting your call. I pulled over to the side so I can make sure I get it.
So I've been filled in a little bit by the chief out of Cobb. I work for the Internal Affairs Unit in Central Office in Atlanta, and we've received some complaints. So I just have a few questions for you, and then I want you to tell me anything you want me to know. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
How do you know Mr. Antonio Johnson?
I know him through a YouTube group on YouTube. I know him through a YouTube group on YouTube.
Okay. Do you mind telling me what the YouTube group is?
Okay. It started out as you can label it as him and I being in what they call a sector called the Umar Johnson sector.
Okay. All right. That's what I read. But is that an inactive sector now?
No, I wouldn't call it inactive. I mean, you still got some that does does content on it from time to time.
Okay. So tell me, before I ask you any more questions, tell me what your complaint is about Mr. Johnson.
Okay. Prior to us finding out that Mr. Antonio Johnson, a.k.a. DJ Drama, a.k.a. R&T Entertainment, a.k.a. Everyone Hates R&T. Those are all his alias in the sector that I just named. Prior to that, we did not know what he did for a living. We just recently found that out in the month of August. And what he had done, Miss Christina, is about 2.5 years ago, he went, my son's got my namesake.
Yes.
And they went to looking, trying to find me, and they found my son. So my son do have a criminal past.
Okay.
And Antonio Johnson found that, and he posted my son's juvenile records up about 2.5 years ago, about 2 years ago, and he posted his adult record up along the way. But by us not knowing that he was a probation officer at the time, we didn't think anything of it.
Yeah. So do you happen to have that where he posted the juvenile records?
No, I don't have that. Like I say, it's been a while, and
yeah,
we didn't know his status. But I do have a lot of witnesses that was witness to that.
Okay. So what can you tell me what they said he did?
Well, yeah, he basically posted up my son doing a record, showed it to the sector, and displayed that.
Okay.
And he continued to not just there. He went and followed my son over to his Facebook page, stalking my son and bringing up stuff that my son had wrote when he was in state prison. He posted that. So it's basically just stalking my son all over the place. And my son got nothing to do with this.
What did he post that he wrote when he? Oh, I think I saw that post. Was it
Yeah.
What? I think I saw that post. I think you guys sent that one in.
Yeah.
How did Mr. Johnson get that writing?
As I said before, he went to my son's Facebook page.
Okay. I'm just trying to link this here to see if any of this is coming from the databases that he has access to through his job.
Yes.
So do you happen to know his Facebook handle?
Antonio Johnson?
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I don't know that.
You don't know that?
No, some people have it. I probably can send it to you, after the phone conversation. I probably can do that. I can make sure you get that.
That'd be good. I have one, but I don't. He could have more.
Yeah.
So let's see. Let me look at what I have. What about? Do you know anything else? Like, does he have an Instagram or a TikTok or anything other than the YouTube stuff?
That's all I know him to have, because I did not bother this guy and stalk this guy like this. Okay.
So, am I accurate that you said you guys met online through a chat in a YouTube space, and he went to look for you and discovered your son's information? Is that right?
Exactly. Not only that, Miss Christina, he proceeded to. I don't know if have you gone through all those, because I try to be real brief with those clips that I was getting to you.
Right.
And I'm quite sure have you heard him and I on another we was on another channel, and it was just last year in end of October, 1st of November.
Yeah.
We was on a channel, on another gentleman's channel, and he comes to the panel, and he was telling me right then and there he don't have my information. He's got my son's information. I'm quite sure you heard that.
I did. I listened to it.
Yes.
So let me ask you this.
Go right ahead.
How do you know? Let me tell you what I know. I know that he displayed his personal email address. I know that. I saw that. So how do you know it's the Antonio Johnson that works for us?
I know because when I was in Chief Craig's office, I showed a photo to them, and they identified him as that.
Okay. I don't have that photo.
Okay.
I don't think
send it to you.
Okay, that'd be great. That's another thing I was going to ask you, and I haven't talked. I've gotten everything electronically, so I'm going to talk to the chief today. But if you could send me that picture, that'd be great. So, are you still communicating with Johnson through these groups?
No.
When would you say the last time you saw him online was?
Thursday. He cashed out someone. I have that as well. I have that screenshot on that. He cashed out another individual in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, who's also an ex-felon, and he sent him a cash app.
Tell me about that. So I'm trying to understand. I know how you send the cash app, but how did you physically see it?
Oh, I'm sorry. It wasn't a cash app. It's what they call on. I do apologize, Miss Christina. It's what they call on YouTube a super chat.
A super chat. Now that's a new terminology to me. Tell me what you mean by that.
Okay, it's like when you are in good favors with YouTube and your partnerships with YouTube, they allow you to receive they'll allow you to see what they call super chats, and they have YouTube gets something like maybe 30% of what someone super chats you, and they get like 30% of it. But it's like it's a way of you can earn money that way on YouTube.
Okay. Are you saying super chat, CHAT, or super check, CHECK?
Super chat, ma'am. Chat, CHAT.
Okay. Okay. And you can send me that, you said? A copy of that?
Yes, I have that. I screenshotted that. I can send that to you.
So is that let me see, I got tons of notes with names. Is that the Cash App that he advertises on his RNT page?
Now that's his Cash App. That's a Cash App.
Yeah.
Now the super chat is what he sent to someone else. I think that was on Thursday, if I'm not mistaken.
Go ahead. No, you go ahead.
I was gonna say he's super chatting a ex-felon who's actually has killed someone.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I got that information too, so
yes.
I'm working on that.
Also, Miss Christina, he belongs to a organization within the sector called the Triad, which is a criminal organization. They have got he's had his hands on stolen Social Security numbers. Antonio Johnson did, yeah.
I read that, but I don't have any proof of that. Do you have any proof of that you could share with me?
I don't have any proof, but I got if you can give me a little time to try to get that to you, because I know the person that they was working through who was actually a part of the Social Security Administrative Office, and that person worked out of that office in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, if I'm not mistaken, and that's how they was able to get those stolen Social Security numbers.
Okay, I think I did read something about that. Let me just tell you what this is for us. For us, this is an internal investigation, which is administrative. Now, if there's elements of criminal that's proven or that we have proof of, we can always make a referral if necessary. But as far as the criminal aspects, we won't be investigating it that way. We'll be investigating it as a violation of his duties, his oaths as an officer for our agency. So just kind of to fill you in on the approach that we have to take.
I definitely understand and I respect that.
So the YouTube, are there any channels that he owns other than the RNT? Everybody, RNT.
See, those other channels was taken down. He was doing so much foul things online that other people would strike his channel. They would strike his page and have YouTube remove his page.
Yeah.
So that's why he got all those different names. Or another name that he used to use as well called Pastor Stewart. Pastor Stewart. That's the way, the exact way I'm pronouncing it. That's the way he did it. That's the way it was spelled. Pastor Stewart. And it was and that was he used to pick fun at two other people in the sector by naming it Pastor Stewart, because one guy by the name of Gerald, I didn't think his last name, but we call him Reverend. He went by Rev G, but it was his first name was Gerald, but he was a pastor, so he'll call him Pastor. And there was another lady, her name was Michelle Stewart, and he took that name Stewart, so he just called himself Pastor Stewart. This is the way he operated. We had no idea. We had no idea he was a probation officer. But you guys would have got a call from us.
Well, we know now, so we're going to look into it. But the problem is he hasn't posted anything on the RNT page since the beginning of September. Is he posting other places? Is he making comments that you've seen? Or chats or interviews on other people's YouTube, like in the past month? Okay.
No, I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that because I don't move around like that, Miss Christina. From time I don't move around like that. But what happened was this: when we found out who he was, he started deleting a lot of his channels. I mean, a lot of his videos. He started taking them down. So it's a lot of video. It's a lot of videos right there on Everyone Hates R&T. There's a lot of videos that he have privated. It's a lot of them.
Okay, so because I can only see 18.
Yes.
But you're saying there's a lot more.
Oh, it's tons.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Do you have access to see them? Or are they private now and you can't see them anymore?
No, I can't see them anymore. He privated those things. He took them down.
Okay.
Because when we got wind of him and we started reporting him to his agency, he started taking them down.
Have you talked to him or told him you reported him or anything like that?
No more than me getting out warning the sector that we have a rogue public servant in the sector that does not need that job, and he's a danger to the public.
When you say sector, okay, is that just a group of friends on YouTube? Is that what you mean?
I wouldn't say friends. I would just say people that you may know. I wouldn't say friends. I would use that word friends real loosely.
Okay, so just a group of people that know each other and you call it a sector.
Yes, correct.
Okay, so nothing official. There's no official sector page or anything like that.
No.
Okay, I just want to make sure I'm understanding. Let's see. Let me ask you, who is Assistant Pastor Crayola? One of these is you, but I can't remember.
Assistant Pastor. I know. Hold up. Is it Crayola Angel Hair Pasta? Is that it?
It just says ASST Pastor Crayola.
Oh, that's the two people that he's talking about. Those are the two people that I was just saying he was emulating with one of his names called Pastor Stewart. That AAS that's her stage name in the sector, and that is anti-Afro Bengali, and her government name is Andrew Michelle Stewart. That's her government name. And Rev G, his name is Gerald. I can't think of his last name right now.
Okay.
So, that's the guy he referred to as the Crayola guy. That's what he's referred to him as.
And DJ Drama is Antonio Johnson, right?
That's correct.
And do you know who DJ Who Miss Who is?
DJ Who Miss Who.
You may not know some of these, but
no, I don't know that.
Okay. What about DJ SMW?
That don't ring a bell.
What about, I think you may have mentioned this one, Pass A Vic.
Oh, Pastor Vic. Yeah, that's one of his minions that follows him. Well, I refer to.
Okay.
Yeah, that follows Antonio Johnson. Yeah, that's one of his minions right there that follow him. And I call the group the Jerry Springer crew because they rev him up and get him to doing all kinds of crazy stuff.
And then do you know who Miss Thangs is?
Yes, yes, I know exactly who that is. Her name is Carrie Ann Wilson. She is a ex-school teacher in DeKalb County.
Okay. Carrie Ann Wilson, ex-school teacher.
Yes.
And then I've got one more. It says A, the letter A, Alan, also known as Logically Speaking.
Yes. Alan Logic, yes.
Is his last name Logic?
No, it's not his last name.
Okay. And then it's Painkiller. Is that you?
No, that's called Peter Panner Killer. Is that it?
It says Painkiller online,
Okay.
Pain. And then Smoke God. Do
Okay,
you know who
yes.
that is?
Yes, I'm familiar with him.
And what's his relationship to drama?
Well, nothing, no more than just knowing him by being online, but he Antonio Johnson, aka DJ Drama, he was going around, he was collecting a lot of information on people. And we used to wonder how he got that information. So he was getting it, I wouldn't have bet he was getting it through the database. Now,
Okay.
that's the complaint that Smoke God had against him, because he come out and said that he's got his information.
So let me ask you this.
Go ahead.
How did you guys find out that Drama was Antonio Johnson?
We found out through a what we refer to as an anonymous person. We refer to, sometimes we call them a troll. So that person was able to give that information. And I live here in Georgia.
Yeah.
I live here in the Metroplex. And I was able to go through and follow through and find that information out and find that it to be true.
Okay. Do you mind telling me how you found out? I mean, I believe that it's him, but, you know, I have to ask questions to figure out why you think it's him.
I have no problem, ma'am, with you asking these questions.
Okay.
The more questions, the better. Now, I was able to have a conversation with Mrs. King when I started my search for him, and she asked me questions just like you was asking me questions. Then I sent her pictures in, and then she never acknowledged anything, because I'm going to tell you the truth. She never acknowledged and say, "Oh yeah, that's him, that's him." She just collected data, and she later on turned me over to Chief Craig.
Okay. And who is Miss King?
She's I think she's something like an assistant up there to Chief Craig, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, okay. At the DCS office. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And unfortunately, I don't know all the employees in the state. We are, I think, the largest law enforcement agency in the state of Georgia. So I know the chiefs. I know who Mr. Kazir is.
Yeah.
So she may be his assistant. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. We talked about Johnson and how he found out about your son. Why do you think he was targeting your son and posting his information?
I have no idea. Well, no. Let's go back. Let me go back. Well, he actually said that I said something about his wife.
Okay.
That's what he said. So that made him seek me out. And to be honest, Miss Christina, I never said anything about his wife. But even if I did say something about his wife, there's no reason for him to go and look that information up.
And one of the videos I watched, Drama said that someone reached out to Gwinnett to hide stuff.
Yes. See,
what was he talking about?
The dude is delusional. How could you hide? He was referring to me like I was trying to hide something. How could I hide public records? How could I hide anything that's in Gwinnett County that they have about me or about my son? I can't hide nothing like that. I'm just a regular old citizen. This is the crazy stuff that he's saying. That goes to show you that this is all he's been doing. He's been stalking me and my son. And mind you, let me let you know that I am a truck driver. I have a small business here. He posted this before we found out that he was a probation officer. He posted my PPP loans on there. He posted my actual home. He put my whole home on the big screen. And I'm not going to lie to you, Miss Christina. I walked around for the longest For the longest, every time I came home, I had my gun with me.
Yeah. Well, what is his purpose in doing that? I'm just trying to understand. Like, is it to get views? What do you think
That's part of it, and the other part of it is just shaming, trying to run me off YouTube.
Do you know if he's making money on YouTube?
Probably through cash apps, ma'am. He don't have enough. He don't have enough subs to be able to receive what I was telling you about the super chats and things like that, and be partnership with YouTube. It's certain criteria that you have to meet in order to receive that.
That's what I have found in my research before calling you. So from what I can see, it looks like he would only be making money through Cash App. And is that donations? People just send him money?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So is there anything else that you know that could help me have evidence that this is him and his YouTube channel?
Yes, I have pictures. I have pictures of him.
Okay.
That we got off his Facebook page.
Now, Chief Craig did try to send me one, and it had Obama in it, but it's so blurry that I can't make anything out.
Okay, now that one there, ma'am, you're right. Okay, now that one had Obama in it. But if you read that title, do you see my government name there? That's me. That was me in the background when he blurred out.
No, because it's so blurry that I can't make out anything other than Obama. Yeah,
well, you should be able to make out that writing. If not, I'll resend that to you. Okay. I'll resend it to you. But that's me. That was me in the green shirt. And I had some had my headsets on. My driver's truck and headset. And that was me. That's my silhouette. That's when he was stalking me all around. He had to get that off my son's Facebook page or something like that, because I don't have Facebook pages. I don't post nothing on nothing on social media pertaining to me. Nothing.
So that was evidence that you provided that he posted of you. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Johnson posted that picture of you.
Yes,
okay.
Antonio Johnson.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Let's see. I think that's it. If you have any evidence, pictures that you've taken from YouTube that you can send me, I'd appreciate it.
Yeah, I will. I will send those over to you. And Antonio Johnson, he's got his work uniform on. You'll be able to see the patch, the logo.
Well, that's great. Okay, yeah, I don't have that. That'd be great if you could send that to me. And you took it from where?
It was on his Facebook page. It's a person, the anonymous person put this stuff up, and this is how we was able to get it, because we never knew what he was doing. We never know what he was doing. We never knew where he was worked at, where he lived. We don't know anything about that.
Okay. So it was on whose Facebook page? Antonio's Facebook page?
Yes. Now, go ahead.
Okay.
No,
I'm sorry. This is a picture that somebody just took off of Antonio's Facebook page.
Yes. I got several pictures. I'll send those in to you, though.
But which is good. But what I need are there any pictures on that RNT YouTube page that you have that identify, that shows who he is? I've got one, but do you have any other ones from the YouTube page? Okay.
See, this what he done, Miss Christina. He never showed his face on the YouTube page. He never did. He always had a troll face up there. He never had his actual face up there. That's why we never knew who he was.
Yeah. Okay.
And also, Miss Christina, to let you know, when I was saying that the Triads is a criminal organization, you do know that he was affiliating with a guy by the name. Write this name down: Laquan Fisher. This guy is actually on probation for stealing.
Okay, Mr. Fisher. Yeah, where do you believe that he's on? I can't tell you what I know. Okay,
Well, I can
but
tell you.
where do you believe that he's on probation at?
Oh, I can tell you. He's right there on probation, right on Covington, Georgia, Newton County. His probation officer.
Go ahead.
His probation officer is Miranda Yancey, and her supervisor name is Stacy Pickett.
This is misdemeanor, correct? It has to be.
I don't know if it's actual misdemeanor, but you can look into it and you gauge that for yourself.
Yeah, I'll do it. That's
but
fine.
That's the person. That's the person that he's and his YouTube name is he's got several. It's Triggs TV, Troll Gang, and it's another one. But I got a screenshot and I'll send all that to you as well.
Okay. All right. And you said it's a criminal organization. TRIAZ, as in zebra.
Say that again, please.
Triaz.
Yeah, no, triad.
Okay, with a D.
Yeah, with a D. Yeah, AD.
And what do you know about that? What do you know about that? What do you know about that organization?
Well, that organization involved 3 people, and that is Antonio Johnson, a.k.a. DJ Jarmo, Laquan Kyle Fisher, a.k.a. Troll TV, Triggs TV, Troll Gang, and another guy by the name of Slander God. I don't know his government name.
Okay.
And I think I sent you a clip with all 3 of them on a panel together, so he can never say he don't know those people.
And why do you think they're a criminal organization?
Because they're doing criminal stuff.
Like what?
Taking people's personal information, stolen Social Security numbers.
Okay. And that goes back to the girl that used to work at the Social Security Agency, right? Is that right?
Facts.
Okay.
And
I'm
going to send you her name as well, her government name, and also her YouTube name.
Okay. Is there anything else you think I need to know?
Not right offhand, without any, you're asking me any questions. I think I know it's kind of tough trying to cover so much, and we've been trying to bottle all this up in this short period of time because it's been going on for a long time.
And when you say a long time, give me a guess of what you mean.
Oh, over 2.5 years.
Okay. Well, I'll do my best. I'm going to look into all of this. I've got some other people to talk to, and then we'll see what we come up with. But it will be investigated fully, so just know that.
Yes, ma'am.
I think Mr. Kazir said that you had asked him, when you would know something. The only way that you will officially find out any kind of results is if you go through the Open Records Act. It typically takes me, I'm just going to give you an estimate. I think I'll be done with this probably, this is October, I would say by the end of November.
Okay.
So, you're welcome to reach out to the agency through the Open Records Act to see what happened as a result of the investigation, but I won't be able to give it to you.
Okay, I want to ask you a question. I hear you loud and clear when you say that, but why not you able to give information like that? You guys are public servants, and
right.
I want to know why the public not be knowing that we have a rogue.
You can get it. I just can't give it to you personally. Me, as an OPS investigator, this is protected information. I can't give it out. You can get it. You just have to go through the process to get it, which is on our DCS webpage, there's information about Open Records Act. It's either, I don't know if they've changed it to a form or an email. You fill it out, tell them what you want, and then it goes to our legal department, who puts it together and gives it to you.
Okay. Okay.
It's just the process about how it has to be released, because it's protected. There are certain things that are protected information in the government, and our internal affairs investigations are one of those things. But you can request them. You just have to go through that process to do it. Like, I can't just hand it out.
Okay. Okay. All right. I understand, Miss Christina. Fair enough. I mean, I don't agree with it, but if that is the way that you guys do business for us with the probation officers, I mean, I guess I have to go that route, but it's no problem just as long as I'm able to.
It's easy. It's not a difficult route.
No.
It's, you know.
No, I filled out open request form before. I've done it before. I know how it goes. So it's no biggie.
And that's just to get a copy, if you want a copy of what happened. Now, as far as a verbal explanation, you know, I don't know. I'm not quite sure, because we're not the unit to give that out. But you're more than welcome to reach out to the chief. But again, wait until at least 30 days for me to finish it, because he's not even going to get a copy of this report. He'll know the outcome. So that's probably why he told you to go through Open Records, because he can't give it out either, because he doesn't have access to give it out. So.
Okay. All right. Okay. So do you want me to send this information, the pictures and things like that? You want me to send that via email to you?
Yeah, that's right. Yes, sir.
Okay, I would definitely do it. I will send you all I got. I will also send you the information pertaining to Laquan Fisher. I will send you that, and you also have contact with his probation officer, and you have information about that as well if you need to reach out to her.
Yeah, I did write that down, and I have my recording, but I've got the names down, so I'll follow up on that for sure.
Okay.
But anything you can send me, just send it.
I would definitely do, Miss Christina. I would definitely
and
do it.
I'll it all. Okay. And if you have any questions, feel free to email me, call, text, whatever.
Okay, no problem. I definitely probably have a few follow-ups with you because I know some more things will probably come to me later on today.
Okay. Well, that's super. Let me say it right. Super chat.
Yes, super chat. Just the way it sounds. Just the way it sounds.
I'm learning. Hey, I don't know a whole lot about YouTube, but I will by the time this is over.
Oh yeah, you're gonna be pretty much, you're gonna become close to being, you're gonna be well knowledgeable on how the YouTube thing works.
There you go. Yeah. I've already figured out how they track the money. That's interesting. It's all interesting. So
yeah.
But I mean, as an officer of the state, we do have to hold up certain rules and regulations. So, allegations come in and I have to investigate them, and that's what I'm going to do. And if I have any more questions for you, I'll ask. Okay?
No problem. You have my phone number. You got my email address. Don't hesitate to reach out to me. And also, I just want to add that it was a lot of threats that he was doing in a subliminal way to people, and I'm telling you, this guy been a whole mess on this internet.
Yeah. Well, if there's any threats that a bystander can view and know is a threat, you can send that to me. Okay. If it's code words and stuff like that, you can send it to me too. But that's going to go to he said, she said. That's not what I meant, and this is what you meant. And
yeah. No,
so
I get it. I get it, because that's what it was, Miss Christina. It was never like outright saying it like that. It was always coded. Like, I'll give you one statement that he made. Like, he was saying, like, well, If you guys keep on bothering me, and keep pulling the covers back, you're gonna really see that I'm a megalodon. So we didn't know what he did. We didn't know what he did for a living.
Yeah.
Now we see why he was saying all the things that he was saying.
Yeah. Yeah, I understand. So, well,
Can
I'll
I
take it all. Go ahead.
Can I also get copies of your code of ethics?
Well, again, you can.
Okay.
Let me tell you how to do it. I can't give it out. Hold on. Give me a second. I'll tell you how to do it.
Yes, ma'am.
Let me see if I can find it on our public page. Just give me a minute.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So you're going to go to the DCS State of Georgia website, and it's just like it sounds. It's DCS dot, and you spell out Georgia.gov.
Okay.
There's a search button up top under the menu. Just search up Open Records, and it'll tell you about the Open Records custodian. There'll be a phone number, an email address, and you can make a request to get a copy of, whatever it is that you want to get.
Okay. And that's you're talking about the code of ethics. Okay. All right. Code
Yeah,
of ethics
yeah.
that the probation officer should be following at all times.
Right, and that's our policy and procedure.
That's on and off duty? Is that correct?
Say that again?
Is that on and off duty? Is that correct?
It is correct in some circumstances. But if you, request that and they give it to you, you'll be able to read it and see.
Okay.
But
right,
it matters. It does matter. We have standards of conduct. That's what it's called. And in those standards of conduct, it holds, employees to a higher standard. And employees can be officers and other people. It's not only the officers.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. Now, I want to also add this, Ms. Christina. The crazy part about it is the whole time we didn't know who this person was and where he lived. And when I found out that he lived right here in the Georgia and the Atlanta Metroplex with me, I was just taken back. Now, the whole while this guy know exactly where I live at. That's Antonio Johnson and his partner in crime, Laquan Kyle Fisher. They knew exactly where I lived at.
And he posted your address online. Is that what you told me?
Yes, he went and looked my PPP loans up. He put those on the big screen, and he actually put the front part of my home on the big screen.
Okay. And when was this?
That was back November of last year.
Okay.
He lost pages during that time. He lost another page. Guys were scratching his pages by the crazy stuff that he was doing, the outlandish stuff that he was doing. So they struck his page. And
which
YouTube,
page was that on?
I can't remember. It's one of those pages. He had so many. It was Pastor Stewart.
Okay.
DJ Drama. Those pages. He was doing so much crazy stuff that people were just scratching his pages.
Yeah.
And it was bringing them down. YouTube was bringing them down. And quick as they bring them down, he'll start another one up.
Okay.
So did you see the part where I sent you, because I want to make sure you have this, will you see the part where he actually, when my son made the statement, when he wrote his thing when he was in prison, Antonio Johnson actually went there, read that. He also had a picture of my ex-wife threatening to show it on YouTube.
I saw the post I saw the video where that note was posted that your son wrote while he was in prison, and he was talking about, I'm going by my memory, but I have it in my electronic file, where he was in the note, he was talking about speaking in front of a crowd, or
yes, right now my son he does stand-up comedy. That's something he does part-time.
I mean, I've looked him up. I've looked at his Facebook page, and I did see that your son does comedy.
Yes.
But that note, I saw the video with the note in it.
Yes.
So.
And Drama brought all that. He brought that to the sector.
Yeah. Well, see, the issue with that is that if it was public and it was on a public Facebook page, that really doesn't violate anything. But if he's I mean, as far as our, his job goes, but if he's doing things like using the records that he has access to and sharing that information publicly, or
he's already done that. He's already done that. He's already done that.
That violates, the rules and the policies that he has to abide by as far as his work goes. And some of this stuff, if it's found to be true, it will be a violation of policy.
Okay.
Some of it I can't do anything about. But, the things that I can, and if I find that they violate policy, we're definitely going to talk to him and address it and see what his response is.
Okay.
So.
I just want to bring the sector, the people over here, that some people are afraid to talk right now and things of that nature. But I just want to bring to them and let them know that you guys are really handling this situation and taking it very serious. And I do appreciate that. And but I would not. I want to let you know, Miss Christina, I would not stop. I'm not going to stop. I think the public really need to know what kind of probation officer that they have in that division over there.
Well, I can assure you that I will investigate this fully. And if there's evidence that there are rules and policies that have been violated, that will be passed on in my report for the people that make decisions on how to address it. So just know that I'll investigate it fully, but just give me the time I need to do it. It's not something I can do in a week.
No, I get it. I get it.
I have to follow trails, and I have to interview people, and then I have to put it all together, and then I have to interview him, and it'll take me a little bit.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
but
ma'am. I understand.
But I'm in it. Yeah, I'm in it, and I'm doing it. So I can assure you it'll be done correctly.
Thank you, Miss. I do appreciate that. Remember, I started off with Mrs. King, Mrs. Brittany King, and I moved to and I moved to Chief Craig. Now I'm at you. So I allowed all those people to do their job. I'm a firm believer in following the chain of command. Allow you to do your job.
Yeah, and I did. They turned it in, and an investigation was ordered, which is how it has to happen, and I am going to do that investigation. So.
Okay. All right. Well,
but if you need something, you let me know, and if you'll send me that stuff, I'll look at everything you send me.
Yes, ma'am. I would definitely do that. I will get on that ASAP and get that together, organize it for you, and get it over to you.
I appreciate it, Mr. Winters.
All right, Miss Christina. I do appreciate you and your time taking out today to interview me today.
Yes, sir. I'm sure I'll talk to you soon.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. See you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. So that was Uninterrupted. Trust me, the replay value on that is going to be insane. What's going to probably happen is people are going to come, back to this particular live stream, and they are probably going to pull clips and things like that off of this live stream because it was uninterrupted. You see, I'm really following the content. This particular interview, in my humble opinion, should show that the Eternal Affairs officer already had names before Kip spoke to her. So all I can do is picture the same thing for Drama, right? So as they're sitting there talking to Drama, in the same way that this lady was able to rattle off some names, which was crazy. She even rattled off P's name and the infamous Alan Logic's name and Passive Vic, right? Like as she's rattling off these names, the same thing could have happened to Drama, right? So there's only one of two ways she could have got these names because she's in the middle of an investigation, right? One way she could have got these names is what what majority of people have already assumed, right? That somebody filed a complaint. No, let's say one of three ways, okay? And I think the third way, you know what, I'll say the most ridiculous one first. And some people actually believe this, but I think it's the most ridiculous and absurd method of how can I put this? The most ridiculous and absurd way of viewing this whole thing, right? Somebody filed complaints under these people's names. No, that's dumb. That's just dumb. That's dumb, right? I don't know for the life of me, but that is one of three ways, right? That somebody filed a complaint using these people's names. I just can't. And even if you listen to Drama's live, he doesn't really even allude to that. So to jump to that conclusion is insane. Okay. The second of three possibilities, right, is that she actually investigated, because this is an ongoing investigation. So she actually investigated and she came up with those names herself. For whatever reason. I mean, come on, she came up with the rainbow coloring book name and shit. You know what I mean? Like, so she may have stumbled across those names during her investigation and she wanted more clarity. And then the third way, which a handful of people are talking about, and it's probably the correct way, I could be wrong, is somebody complained and was name dropping their ass off. But you can't say it's Kip because she's bringing this shit up to Kip. I could be wrong. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop the link and I'm really going to listen to your rationale as you let me know why you still think that Kip is the name dropper, because she brought up Alan Logic's name to Kip. It was not the other way around. All right. So I will drop the link. If anybody wants to come up and share their thoughts on what we heard, because don't forget, we listened to the whole damn thing, right? We listened to the whole damn thing uninterrupted, because y'all know how it is in this sector. We love to do our investigations and shit like that, and analysis and shit like that, and put our own spin and taint on it. But now we can go back and we can listen to the shit uninterrupted, right? It's on this platform, unless YouTube, for whatever reason, tells me I got to take this shit down. It's here for anybody's point of reference. You know what I mean? If they've missed it or whatnot. Some of you have already clipped it. Some of you have already recorded this shit. So, you got it forever uninterrupted. You don't have to fumble through and bumble through somebody, speaking all through the damn interview. You know what I mean? Now you have it as clear as day. Now, why are we doing this? Because at the end of the oh damn, binary shit. I'm sorry, y'all. I did drink an energy drink, an energy drink, like Lemon would say. I did. So my mind's kind of racing. So let me calm down. Why are we doing this? Because at the end of the day, people's minds are already solidified in how they're thinking one way or the other. So we can't be doing this to change somebody's mind. That's what we can't do, right? Because you're not going to change how somebody feels about somebody based on their YouTube activity when everybody is in the effery. I'm sorry, everybody is. Everybody is. We can pretend like we follow some moral code or some, like Kip was looking for some code of ethics online, but we really don't. We do have general directions that we want to go and follow and do this and do that. But at the end of the day, you're going to rock with who you rock with no matter what, unless or until you fall out, right? And then once you fall out, mad day starts to happen. And then all of a sudden, all these nasty receipts start to happen. And then all of a sudden, all the treacherous things that you used to do with this person is no longer your treachery, but it's their treachery. And they're the evil person, as if you weren't partaking in the effery with them before y'all fell out. That's just the MO. That's just how this shit goes. Yeah, so P, what I wanted to talk to you about was the information that was replied back to Kip, right? That you showed on your live stream. You had a really, really good live stream. And I guess the chief something, I think it starts with a W Whitney or some shit, had replied back to you, and you actually had a pretty dope observation in your live stream where, hold on, I'm gonna have to go to it. Hold on, let me go to it. I'm not gonna show that shit. I ain't stupid, but let me go to it and let's see here. Let's go here. Give me a second, y'all, while I get there. Boom, 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 boom. Where's my history? Boom, 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 boom. All right, so let's see here. Where did I watch P's live stream at? There it is. Boom. So I'm gonna go here. Let me go ahead and mute that shit. Mute that shit. Mute that shit. All right, where did he post that thing at? I know Stephanie Collins was on the panel. There it is. Boom. All right, I got it. It says Kip. Now this is a reply back to Kip from something, and the subject, oh Lord Jesus, the subject is P's threatening. Lord Jesus. Not P's threatening. Let me stop. Okay, well, anyways. Okay. So to Mr. Kip, and this is a response from who Kip was complaining about to somebody in P state that's a higher up, maybe some law enforcement person. Okay, I'm not saying this couldn't potentially be a crime. Okay, so I'm gonna stop right there with my reading for now, because damn it, if Kip didn't, oh my God, Kip was like, everything's a mother effing crime. When Kip was talking to the internal affairs lady, he was like, it's a crime. They're a criminal organization. He was pretty much saying, when and how quick and when are y'all gonna lock their asses up? Damn, Kip. She's like, sir, sorry, we have to investigate. We can't just be, he's like, it's a crime, damn it. And so, just reading that first line from a different organization in a whole different state pertaining to a whole different thing that's going on, they're coming back to Kip saying, I'm not saying this couldn't potentially be a crime. Damn, Kip. Shit. So this must have been what I'm reading right now. This must have been like a reply to a reply to a reply to a reply, and Kip wasn't satisfied with the first answer that happened. You know what I mean? Okay, because look, Kip, I'm not saying this couldn't potentially be a crime. What I'm saying is, see, when he says what I'm saying is, that means there was something before this, like an exchange before this, and I might have that exchange. I got to check my emails because Kip was gracious enough to send me a lot of the things that he has going on, which is why I had that eternal internal affairs. Oh shit, did I hit play on this? Oh damn, damn, I did. I hit play on this. Oh damn. Okay, let me pause that shit. Okay, there we go. So I'll have to see if I can find like the whole conversation. But anyways, I'm not saying this couldn't potentially be a crime. What I am saying is he's on the platform of YouTube, and that's where it starts. Okay. Because if this is bothering people, he should also get taken off the platform. Okay. So the officer or whoever Kip is talking to right now, I wonder if they know how YouTube works, because it seems as if this officer knows about strikeable offenses on YouTube to get videos taken down. So the officer, I think his rationale is, if it's that heinous, like you say, and if this is such criminal activities, why hasn't YouTube did their part in taking that video or that whatever you're saying is threatening down? Okay, so I think that's whatever. Then whoever considers themselves to be a victim would have to file a police report. Okay, all right, now, so he must have been complaining about P and his activities based on what somebody else was experiencing from P. And I think P did a great job covering that shit on his channel, right? He kind of woke it up for me. I was like, oh yeah, I could see exactly what P is talking about, right? And so the guy says, let's read it from the top. I'm not saying this couldn't potentially be a crime. What I'm saying is he's on the platform of YouTube, and that's where it starts. Because if this is bothering people, he should also get taken off the platform. Then whoever considers themselves to be a victim would have to file a police report. You can't speak on behalf of other people. Okay, there it is. That's it right there. Yep, I was getting there, P. I got to extend the content. I'm a content creator, brother. Come on now. I got to extend that shit. You can't speak on behalf of other people. Now, I think I think P was trying to correlate this to Kip potentially, maybe sort of kind of trying to speak on behalf of the people drama mentioned. But let's just think about the people drama mentioned. Alan Logic. Is drama and Alan Logic not really that cool? G Gates. Corey. See, why Corey though? Because Corey and drama are cool, right? So that would be strange for Kip to do that, right? So I see the connection P was making. It wasn't like he was just talking shit and just trying to throw Kip under the bus or this or that. P has a legitimate concern because, first off, let me tell you why P has a legitimate concern. Because in the Eternal Affairs interview that we just listened to, that was not interrupted, by the way. You can only find that over here at the Code Fam sector. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, P's name was mentioned, right? And yeah, she kind of fumbled and bumbled over his name, but she's going to do or has already done a thorough investigation, right? So just like I was surprised when my shit was dropped, I know P was surprised when his shit was dropped. And so, but he just barely found that out, I think just right now, you know what I mean? Which is crazy, right? It's like, damn. So now what we just found out about P, it makes his argument stand taller, but not for the Corey and all that situation, but for the trying to speak on other people's behalf due to heinous actions on YouTube. Because what if the person that P was quote unquote bullying or whatever y'all are saying he was doing doesn't even care about that shit, wouldn't even press charges, don't even want it to even be out there, doesn't, you know what I mean? Like, what if that was really the case? That's what this responding government official or police officer or investigator, whoever Kip is talking to about P, that's what he's trying to really get at. That's why that last sentence that says you can't speak on behalf of other people, it really stands out, because it's like, okay, maybe you were offended about what happened between P and this other person, but the offense is really on that other person, and you can't say how that other person truly feels about this shit. I think that's what he was getting at. And I think, like, whoever this person is that Kip is talking to on about P with, this dude or this lady, she knows YouTube. Because I'm telling you, she tried to get P to see the larger picture, that this is more of a YouTube thing. Like, if you, Kip, really want to do something, you got to get YouTube to take the shit down. So pretty much strike or flag or do all that shit to get the shit down, because it's on their platform. That's where it, what did he say? That's where it starts. So this person probably more than likely didn't even want to go further into the investigation, because where does he pick it up? You know, we haven't even got to the root source of where the shit starts, and that's why he's trying to point Kip in that direction, saying this is where it starts. Did you exhaust all resources here at YouTube first? And then this dude, this detective person was really covering his ass, because he was like, did you exhaust all resources here at YouTube first? Even if you did, you can't speak on behalf of someone else. I thought that was pretty dope how P was able to pick up on that. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to P on that. I thought that was pretty cool, man, how you were able to do that. You had a dope ass live. It was really, really good. What up, Hoodie? What up, Rev G? Let's see, because Rev G is probably let's see, because Rev G could probably rebuttal what I'm saying. Let's see. No, at the time, drama was dragging everyone. Okay. The head minion calling someone else a minion. I'll spot him, Lord Jesus. That's the first. Yeah, this is the first time you heard it, which, you know, yeah, it's pretty surprising. But what it does do is it strengthens the argument you had on your last live that you just did. You know what I mean? So shout out to you on that. 7 days and counting. P that. You finna you and P finna battle it out. What you talking about? What you talking about, Ghetto? That's just like when Anti was trying to make you feel offended yesterday about the homoerotic jokes. Yeah, I really wasn't offended. And if stuff like that offended me, I would not be in the beef sector, right? Yeah, I don't know. Stuff like that doesn't offend me. And I don't even think Kip was offended. I don't know. Maybe he was. I don't know. I don't know. But, I give people space to talk. And if that's, the direction she wanted to take the conversation, I let it happen. I don't know YM if you have seen that. That's something different about me now, and I actually said this is something that I want to do. I go with the conversation. You know what I mean? This is the direction you want. This is what you want to talk about. Okay, let's talk about it. And then I try to see stuff from that person's perspective and angle and things like that. I think I did a pretty good job at that, of letting her know, I really don't agree with the assertions that you're making on me, but I can see what you're saying and why you would be offended. What up, Yvonne? Hey, this is Wild. I'm going back to the clouds. Good evening, Binary. Good evening, Yvonne. What up, Rennie? What's going on? You cooking dinner, girl? Cause when the Rennie's in the system, ain't no telling will I diss 'em. That's what they be yelling. I'm a pimp by blood, not relation. Y'all be chasing, I replace them. Hey, shout out to Jay-Z. Shout out to Rennie. All right. Divine Seven has zero nice things to say about anybody on the other side. The facts, Propane, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do, man. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. And I think, like I said, first off, you can't please everybody. So why even attempt to please anybody? Because when you just do your own shit, you're gonna be as real as you could possibly be. So that's what I'm gonna do. I don't do I don't do anything in hopes to please anyone. I'm just doing what I feel like doing. And I feel like I have the most freedom that way. You know what I'm saying? I just have the most freedom that way. Yep. Yeah. So this is it, guys. I wanted to bring that to you. Girl, you gonna stretch my brain, Ivane. Yeah, you deserve one, but if I do that, then a lot more people are gonna want a song, and then I'm gonna be looking like what's his name, Ray Triggs, and them damn intros. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be looking like Ray Triggs, and they gonna lose they pizzazz. You know what I mean? If I start singing to everybody, they gonna lose they. People gonna be like, damn, binary, damn song. I'm sick of this song. But I could think of something special, Yvonne. I mean, come on, we've been rocking together for 6 years. God damn. All right, so I got the interview, and I know everything that I have, Photon has as well. Before I even hit the go live button, I was listening to Photon a little bit. I don't know what it is about him that makes him think that we're in competition. We're not, bro. As far as YouTube is concerned, come on, Photon. You are winning, bro. You are winning. But you are winning in one of the worst ways, right? Because you're winning in a way that you really don't like. You don't like making those doorbell videos. You don't like doing that shit. What you like is covering the shit that we're covering here, right? You like that. You really do. And you know, I went live for 5 hours yesterday to get watch hours. You know, I'm already at 1,000 views. Thank you guys so much for supporting your boy. You know, he goes live for 14 hours. He can get 1,000. I think. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. Let me check. And this is no diss to him either. This is just when I went over there, all he was doing was talking trash about me while playing my ish. Talking trash about me while playing my ish. It's so weird, bruh. That's strange, man. That's strange. I think I'm gonna have to go bowling. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm gonna have to go bowling, bruh. You know, I'm gonna have to go bowling. Let's see. There he is right there. Okay. Let's see here. His last live stream. Yeah, I mean, that's not bad. You know, 10 hours, 910 views. That's not bad, bro. That is not bad. That's good, man. You know? Shoot, I had to go live over here in the Code Fam sector for 5 hours, and I barely got what, 1,000 and something views. So I get it, bro. You've been doing content over here in the sector for a hot minute, man. You know, you didn't abandon ship and go to the B sector or do none of that shit, you know. And you know, you're getting blessed, bro. 10 hours, man. 910 views, man. You know, I get why you upset, bro. I get it, but that's okay. You good though. Trust me, you good, man. You are good. Trust me. Trust me. You don't have to try to belittle me, bro. Like you don't have to try to belittle me, man. You know? I'm the real Dr. Strike. I'm projecting up in this bitch. Thank you, Funky Junkie. I appreciate that. You know, sometimes you just got to let the content just roll out with not too many interruptions unless you have to do fair use. Like, I get that. I really get that. What up, Cosmic Girl? What's going on with you? Hey, girl, we over here just chilling. You know how we do. You know, covering this Umar Johnson content. Thank you so much for those that aren't even too privy to the Umar Johnson stuff that's going on over here. For still showing support. That's dope. That's Code Fam right there. You know, that's the codification squad. That's the peoples right there. So thank y'all. What up, West Bank? What's going on? What's going on? So with that in mind, right, with P doing his thing, he really did his thing. P really did his thing with his live stream. With that in mind, I want to, now I'm not going to play his stuff, but I want to revisit my analysis on Corey. All right. I want to revisit my analysis on Corey. Corey said something to the tune of, I didn't give you authorization to use my name in any type of paperwork. You guys are going to have to help me understand that logic. Because when I was thinking about it, I was like, I don't know. I don't know if like, do you know what's really going on as far as what's really happening? Because unless he's thinking, see, I don't know. I don't even know how to read it. Unless he's thinking somebody used his name to file a complaint against Drama, that's what he has to be thinking. And like I told you guys, as far as the 3 scenarios I gave you for these names leaking, that is probably the dumbest thing. Like for the life of me, I can't see that happening, right? Because, okay, let's just think about it. Let's think about it logically. Somebody uses Corey's name to complain. What is the real angle they're going to use in these false complaints? Now, what I'm going to do, and I think this could have been from P's as well. I could be wrong. I think this could be from P's as well. Or, damn, this could have came from Kip's own mouth. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to make what I think is the dumbest way to look at things to a possibility, especially if they're trying to set Drama up. Y'all ready? Here it is. Here it is, right here. Now, this isn't far-fetched because I heard somebody say this. I just can't remember if it was P or if it was Kip. Somebody could have used Corey in order to link Drama with partnering with somebody that does salacious shit against kids. And so they brought up Triggs. Because there was a time when Ray Triggs and Corey were beefing. That is the only way that makes sense. And it's not a bad way of setting somebody up. If you're going to set somebody up, that's not a bad way to do it. If you're going to set somebody up. So what I think is the dumbest way to view the situation, I just put some meat and bones and skin on the shit to make it seem plausible. Because anybody that believes that, I don't want them to think that I think that they're an idiot, right? So that is a plausible way to really think about it. If you're gonna line somebody up, right? And you really want Triggs up out of here, right? This is a 2 birds, 1 stone scenario. Drama and his criminal organization, one of Drama's partners within his criminal organization. But still, when you look at it that, never mind. They're setting them up. Because when you look at it that way, why would why would Corey even be that desperate to get Triggs to throw Drama under the bus? So in real life, I can see why that wouldn't work. But if you're trying to set somebody up, I can see it. You see, I could see it. Because that's damaging. Now, before we get up out of here, because I only wanted to make sure that that clip was shown in its entirety with no interruptions so that we can hear names being dropped and some people being surprised that their name was dropped. And hopefully what this does is spark more conversation and maybe some other people will go live that's not named Photon and we can get some clear, unbiased information because when you go to Photons, it's just, I mean, it's good to a certain extent, right? I'm not downing Photon's live streams. I'm not. But I'm just telling the truth. They are good to a certain extent. But they always reach their plateau. They always reach their plateau. You know? And you just find yourself like, where am I at? What am I doing? What are we really even listening to? And then Photon tries to have this fake outrage with somebody that's on his platform, like an AAS or Stargate, to pretend like he's trying his hardest to be unbiased, but we know what's really going on. And so what I wanted to do was, just kind of sort of give the sector some real meat and potatoes to chew on so that we can have real discussions about what's going on. You see, because in that internal affairs interview, Kip did have the ability to clear people's names. What's up, beautiful? Good to see you. But he didn't do it, right? He called Pacific a minion when he could have been like, yeah, Pacific is part of all this shit, but he doesn't really have nothing to do with this. Now, of course, he's not going to clear P's name. I think he kind of sort of cleared Alan Logic's name. And the reason why I say, of course, he's not going to clear P's name is because of the information I just found out on P's channel that Kip is going after P on behalf of somebody else. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that insane? Damn. Now, I've been out of the sector for a hot minute, so I don't know to what extent I don't know to what extent like their beef is like, but it has to be deep because Kip is in P's real life. So it has to be real deep. I don't know. Did P do something with Kip's son's information? I don't think so. Did he? I don't know. Like what's going like what has triggered Kip to go at P the way he is and to be in his real life? I don't know. Unless your mom's games, unless there is another track that I haven't heard your mom's games, I don't even think it was a good enough diss on that compilation song. Oh, not a compilation song, on that, whatever it's called, that group song that they were doing, supposedly dissing 50 Cent. I don't know, man. I don't know. Are you only referring to that verse that he did on I forgot the name of the song. But where everybody was rapping, supposedly rapping about 50, but ain't nobody really doing no name drops. No, it's not, bruh. No, I don't like it, bruh. I don't like it. Let me tell you why I don't like it, your mom's games. I'm gonna tell you why. Because lately, and Propane can attest to this. Lately, I've been listening to a lot of interviews with Rockefeller and Dipset and, in just Philly, New York, just that whole vibe on the East Coast. You know what I mean? I've been listening to a lot, and they have really been digging back in the past and giving us, a clear view of what was really going on behind the scenes. So they cracked open the curtains. And I've been fascinated. And so what that did for me was had me do some revisionist history and just going back and listening to a lot of the battle raps. A lot of the battle raps. 50's busy. We're dealing with somebody. We're dealing with somebody that runs businesses. We're dealing with somebody that does all kinds of things. I think 50 may not respond with a track, but just check his Instagrams. You know what I mean? Check his social medias. So he'll probably drop something stupid that's gonna make Fab be like, "Oh shit." You know what I mean? And so I'm listening to them old school battle raps. I was listening to Beanie Siegel when he was on Hot 97. You know what I mean? I was listening to Beanie and Jada's battles. I was just listening to all those. And it's just the essence of it was just so raw and dope. And then when I heard that Fab verse, it's just like, yeah, NY is loving it. Facts. It's not hitting because you know how they do on the East Coast. It's too damn subliminal. Kendrick and Drake made this shit where you just gotta say, Drake, I heard you like I'm young. You just gotta start saying names. You gotta start talking some shit. He took what? Okay. What was a clear direct shot? You know what? Let me look this shit up. I forgot the name of the song. Fabulous verse 50, right? All right, so that is it, you guys, for what I'm gonna cover on what's going on with the drama situation, the internal affairs stuff. I'm pretty much done. My link is still dropped if you want to come up, but I'm done. So there's that. All right. I want to see direct shot. Oh, it says 50 claps back. 50 claps back at Fabulous. And the Squatter's Right. That's right. The Squatter's Right freestyle. Okay. Makes a promise to Fabulous for dissing him. You'll wish I didn't come outside to play. So 50's giving him warning shots. 50's giving him warning shots. Sometimes you might just want to take people at their word when they tell you don't want to battle 50 Cent. The Negro don't play fair. Oh, you're in NY. Oh, no wonder. Yeah. Yeah, you're in NY. So you feeling the buzz. You see, I'm all the way on the other side of the country. So yeah, I see. It makes sense now. Yeah, but that's subliminal. Nappy Yankee, that's subliminal, bro. Okay, check which wall. The Code Fam sector wall. Check that one. Okay, I will. I'll check it. All right, y'all. Let me get up out of here, man. This was real cool. Like I said, watch how the replay gang eats this shit up, because this is how you do real content. You know what I mean? Sometimes you got to take yourself. Yeah, this wall. Yeah. I will. I will. You got to take yourself out of the equation. Take yourself out of the equation, and maybe your shit just might grow. You know what I mean? If I stumble across any more videos, if I'm able to stumble across any more information that you guys would like to see, I would definitely put it up uninterrupted. I think that's what they were trying to do over at Smokes. It just wasn't hitting. Right? So I'm gonna try my hardest to do that here. It feels good to be back into the sector. Feels good to be following content. It feels good to be making content over here. I missed y'all like crazy. You know what I mean? I miss our back and forth. I miss y'all not fully trusting me. I miss all that shit. I miss the messes we get ourselves in. I miss the events that we have. I miss all that. So it feels good. I was talking to Stargate last night. I'm thinking we could start doing some Code Fam live streams on Thursdays. I'm just not too sure when we're going to start it, but it will be on Thursday nights. Hopefully you guys will support us. And because it is Code Fam, it's not Stargate, right? She's a member of Code Fam. So we'll make sure that she's not hogging the platform like she's used to, right? Because I mean, these other content creators, I don't know why they allow this lady to do this, but they just let her go up there and just run rampant all over their shit. You know, at least Slander God stood his ground on that shit. You know what I mean? And she does know whenever it's me identity in herself that she's a part of the fam. You know what I mean? So she can't just, you know, she ain't the star. Neither am I. Neither is identity. It's the fam. All right, y'all. All right. Okay. Oh, I don't know. Till they run me up out of here. You know how that goes. Yeah, we found Binary's new job. I have a meeting with the Eternal Affairs officer for his new job, and I will be posting. I'll be like, oh, gotta go. gotta go. I ain't gonna be like, no, that ain't me. Hell nah. Gotta go. Enjoy the rest of your guys' Saturday. Peace, y'all. Peace.
Come on, little shawty, take it slow up. You know I'll be there in a second, I don't know. Calm down, little shawty, you know I can take control. Bet you had no feelings, promise